Dear students, I am Mrs. P. Badmasri, Assistant Professor, EC Department. I am going to handle the subject EC8352, Signals and Systems, for you all in this semester. First, we should understand the purpose of having the subject Signals and Systems in our curriculum, right? As an electronics and communication engineer, why should we study the signals and system? What is the purpose? Yes, signals. Signal means what? That means to carry some information or to convey some information from one person to another person, from one place to another place. Without signal, we cannot communicate. If you want to communicate anything, we need some kind of signals. It can be either audio signal, video signal. Sometimes we are blinking our eyes to intimate our friends to say certain things. We are waving our hands to say goodbye. This and all, everything a kind of signals. Okay, so signals play a vital role in communication engineering. Next, what is the role of systems? That is very important. Okay. So in earlier days means what? Older days. Okay. So if we want to communicate, we can communicate within a particular distance. We can write a letter, correct? We can simply write a letter, that's it. How do we communicate to a longer distance? That was not possible in older days. Within a certain kilometer they can communicate, but not beyond that limit. But nowadays we can communicate with anybody in the world within a minute, correct? We are having our cell phone in our hand. With that cell phone we can contact our friends in some other district, some other state, some other country, some other continent also within a minute. So this all are the development of our communication field. How does it develop on its own? So for that we need system. Simple example I can give you. Consider an auditorium. Okay, consider an auditorium. In that auditorium, okay, around 10,000 people are sitting. The speaker is speaking on the dais in the stage. Here the signal is audio signal. How the signal is getting conveyed to the last person in the last row of that auditorium? How? By using speaker. Correct. So what is the role of speaker here? To increase the amplitude of the signal. Correct. The speaker can speak up to certain level, but that amplitude can be amplified by using the speaker. So here the operation is amplification. Correct. So we need to perform some operations on signals to produce some kind of applications. I told you this example, right? In an auditorium, that speaker plays a vital role to reach or to convey that information to the end of the persons everywhere. The speaker is a system. So likewise our cell phone is a system, TV is a system, everything is a system. With that system we can easily communicate, we can easily process, okay, whatever operation we want to perform, all those operations can be done by using this system. Okay, even consider our refrigerator. Refrigerator is also a system. How do we say that as a system? Because the input to the refrigerator, here we are giving AC power supply, correct? 230 volt input is given. The 230 volt AC power supply is a signal to the refrigerator. Refrigerator is getting processed that cooling system. It is having a system. So everywhere the signals and system plays a vital role. Okay, so it is very, very important concept. Without this signals and system, you cannot understand anything about communication. So it is very fundamental concept, fundamental subject, very important subject also. Like now we are all walking, running, everything we are doing, right? But in Earlier days means whenever we are like child, okay, infant. At that time we started crawling initially. Without crawling we cannot walk. Likewise, without the signals and system, we cannot understand the communication process. This is the scope of the subject. To understand the basic properties of signals and systems, to analyze the signals using Fourier transform, Laplace transform and EZ transform, and properties of various transforms. Okay. Next, prerequisites. What is this prerequisites? Prerequisites means before going to study anything, we should have some basic knowledge. Okay, so the fundamental knowledge. For this subject signals and systems, you should have the prior knowledge on basic mathematics like arithmetic, integration, differentiation, trigonometric and algebra. Okay, so this already prerequisites needed, that is prior knowledge needed to understand this subject. This subject signals and system is entirely a problematic subject. The first unit is alone having some kind of theory part. The remaining 4 units are purely problematic. So you can understand the concept, you can solve some problems, then only you can get more marks. Okay. So in this subject, the first unit is all about classification of signals and systems. So initially we should understand what all are the different types of signals, its classification, standard signals and classification of systems. This is what very important. First unit, classification of signals and systems. Okay, so this and all, that explanation of each and every term I will explain you later on. Okay, the second, let's go on to that second unit. Second unit is all about analysis of continuous time signals. That is Fourier series, Fourier transform, Laplace transform. I hope you have studied all those stuff. Not all those, maybe a Laplace transform or any transforms in your second semester mathematics. Okay, so I will explain you these things very clearly, okay, whenever we are handling this unit. So third unit is all about analysis of continuous time systems. So likewise, fourth and fifth unit is we are having discrete time systems.